Hello, my friends on YouTube. This is Tinker Master Tech here, Nate, and what I'm trying to show you today is my ROV, codenamed Adam. I started this about a month ago, and I'm progressively working on it a little at a time, but I got the idea. I was sitting around watching old ship recovery videos and seeing them using theirs, so I wanted to build one of my own. Now, give you a little rundown of Adam. My light situation is not the best right this moment, but what you see is a galvanized steel frame. I chose the frame because I wanted it to be sturdy. Top, we have a old shoe rack. That's the one thing you're going to learn about my videos, and the reason I call myself the Tinker Master Tech. I will build anything out of everything. What we have on the sides for my buoyancy tubes is 3-inch PVC tubing. Bottom stand down here is 3/4-inch PVC tubing, and what you see here is my camera setup. Now, like I said, the light is very low right now, but what it used to be is an old snow projector. Now, what I've done is took out the lens that was in front. It had a magnifying lens up here up front. I took that out and just put in a piece of clear plexiglass. Now, this whole bit screws out, and I went on eBay and bought a $9 AV cable camera, and they are very nice cameras. I've owned them as the wireless brand before, but I wanted the AV cable because wireless is kind of unreliable underwater. But as you can see, I put in a clear plexiglass. I'm going to put a piece over the back, put my small little miniature camera on the inside. The rest of it is just for aesthetics, just to give it that look. Up top, I have two 12-volt strobes like you would see on a wrecker or something like that. That way when I'm out at night, you know, a boat can see it coming, or, you know, that way they don't run it over. In the center, I don't know how good you can see it, but I have a 120mm computer fan. The fan, all I done was pulled out the stock magnetic brushless motor on the inside and put a 18-volt drill motor on top. Now, this works very well, but at the same time I've decided that all my propulsion on this, I'm going to use what they call bilge blowers. They're a function of bilge pumps that is basically used for the engine compartment to cool it, but at the same time it really pumps out some water. You can get them on eBay, Amazon. You can get them for about maybe $13 a piece. So I'm going to have about 6 of those on here. As far as the controls for the ROV itself, I have designed basically a case built from like an old drill case, storage case, the foam inserted type. And the wicked paint job, or wacky paint job, however you want to call it, I decided to make it themed like an old, you know, sort of like an atom bomb. That's where I got the name. But on the inside, I have an old NES controller. Now, the NES controller is all wired back to the back of the case, and on the back of the case I've took an old modem apart. You can go to any Goodwill. Matter of fact, I went earlier tonight and went to Goodwill and found an old router that had the 4 actual Ethernet cable hook up in the back. I've got my power in 12 volts, power out 12 volts. I'll have a battery set off to the side, marine battery set off to the side with 12 volts running in to the plug, going in through the controls, coming back out, 12 volts running to the ROV itself. But like I was saying, back to the inside. On the inside, I've got my NES controller, all this plexiglass. I have the big red button, and I have a power on and off switch with a key, so that way nobody's messing with my stuff. But the big red button is for a future water gun that I'm going to put on the front of it, just for, you know, times of having fun. I have a digital, which really looks nice when it's lit up, gives it that whole bomb case look. Voltage meter to tell me how much voltage I have left in my batteries. All the controls I've got front, back, side to side, works off the joysticks. As you can see, well, barely see, it's all run back to this network control, which I'm going to have two 100-foot networking cables run out to the ROV and controlling the relays. I've done wired these in, as one is my ascend and descend. These are going to be my lights, which, if you look at the front, you see these ports here. They've got clear plexiglass over the front. Let me see if I can pop one off. I put clear plexiglass in the front, so that way I can put in these babies. MR16 12-volt halogen lights. These really put off a lot of wattage, but they can light up a room. Just a single one can light up a room better than 4 standard, you know, light bulbs. So underwater, that should make things pretty clear. I've even put a LED inside my case for night. Whenever I'm using it at night, I can see all my switches. All the switches, not right now, it has not got a function, but I'm going to add them as I go. Of course, I can pull this off long enough to show you that I have the controller set up on a gimbal to where I can lift it up and see all my wiring. Now, all I've done is went to the back of the board and soldered off directly from the switches themselves, and these wires running under is coming just directly off the standard switches. I didn't want to hook everything up on the front side of the board because you're going through the processors and everything else. Why not just hook it directly to the back of the switch? Keep it simple, stupid. A controller for the strobes. Like I said, power in and out. Just haven't wired that up. Later on, I'm going to add more videos, more as I work on it. The connection of the bilge blowers, relays. Oh, I almost forgot something. The brain box. Now, $10, Walmart, best thing you could get. I have bought a outdoor waterproof case. This has got a rubber seal around the inside. You know, snap and release switch, you know, the handles, and it'll keep it waterproof, but you'll be able to go in and fix a relay if anything goes down. On the back side, which I'm going to have these all the way around to control the pumps, but it's the screw in and out terminals. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to run my wires in through these terminals, put plastic covers, the polypropylene tubes over them, so that way it'll help keep down on the water corrosion for the wires. I've got 10 relays coming from eBay clear, with LEDs inside of them that light up when they're activated to put inside this box to run the bilge blowers. But I will keep you updated as I'm making new videos. You know, subscribe, you'll get emails. But I mean, that's pretty much all there is to it right now. The cables and all will be added, how I'm going to wire the cables. I'll put in some soldering videos, things like that. The next project is to take, and like I said, I went by the store, Goodwill, and picked up this old modem, old Belkin modem, and that's coming out to go into that blue control box. So keep up to date, watch my videos, learn something new. We'll talk to you later. Bye.